Hey guys, this is Jessica Lynn from Jessica Lynn Original. I create hand-drawn custom rubber stamps as well as photopolymer stamps. I draw all of the art that you see, and I thought it would be fun to create an original Valentine's Day card. I went ahead and put it out on Twitter and asked who people would like to see me draw, and I got a request for BB-8. Couple of quick things about the way I draw. I love to draw with this black ink pen. It's one of my favorites. It's a Pilot G2. They are my absolute favorite. And I like to do that because it makes a nice crisp line. And then after I'm done drawing, sometimes I'll draw in my iPad as well, but I really kind of like the old school animation, if you will. A lot of times what I'll do after this is once I get the artwork that I like, I'll come back in with another sheet of paper, trace over the top of it to choose my final lines, where if I drew in pencil, it's what I could do is draw my final line. So same kind of process. And then what I'll do is I'll scan it in, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up all of the art. So enjoy watching that process, and when we're done, I'm actually going to create a card with this today. So be sure to continue watching so you can see the full process from start to finish. After I cleaned up all the art, I went ahead and printed this out as though it was just a digital stamp so that I had a nice clean version of the image to work from. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Copic markers, and I do like to build up the color. I also try to think of a light source for the item that I'm coloring in. So for him, I'm going to think that the light source is in the upper left-hand corner, and then what I'm going to do is put all the shadowing straight down the back side of the curve and color him all in. I will try to continue to show you the colors, so I keep popping the caps up so that you guys can see that. And there were spots where I forgot to draw things in, so I'm just using the pen and simply drawing in what was missed. Now that I have everything all colored in, and originally I was going to color all 4, but I think what I'm going to do is save the other 3 for a later time. But I am going to cut those out using the Brother Scan and Cut, because I figure, you know what, if I've already got them lined up on the mat, why not just let the Brother Scan and Cut go ahead and cut them all out. So what I love about the Brother Scan and Cut is that obviously these were just drawn on the fly, so I don't have die cuts for them. So the nice part is I can go ahead and just have it outline with the scan, decide where the lines are going to be, and then allow it to cut them out just like a die cut. Just a small warning to anyone who does have the Brother Scan and Cut, there is a new kind of mat that they've been producing lately, and you can see it on the picture here. It doesn't have the blue border around it. It's okay. It is not as good as the original cutting mat, I'll tell you that ahead of time. It's not horrible though, but it is definitely not as good. And what I've found is because they opted now for the black, sometimes because when it runs through and scans it, it puts a very bright light behind it. So what happens is sometimes it reads the black lines in the background as things to cut out. So it's not horrible, but I've had to do a couple of creative things to adjust for it. But I just thought I would tell you that in case you all of a sudden received a black and white Brother cutting mat and you were getting some weird errors. That's why. What I found is if I did run into anything like that, I would just put a piece of white paper underneath and it solved the problem. But look at how cute he looks cut out. I love him. I think I'm going to get the glitter pen out and put a little glitter on him too, make him a little sparkly. I am absolutely loving how this card looks. I googled some stuff and then I went on Pinterest and I was quite inspired by a very simplistic version of this card, and basically it was a version of BB-8 with some hearts and it just said BB mine, so I wanted to go ahead and make my own very simple version with some hearts. I think it's a fun Valentine's Day card, especially for anybody who is in love with Star Wars. I think it is so much fun. I love it. I'm also a Disney fan, so I'm looking forward to this summer seeing what happens at Disneyland with the Galaxy's Edge. I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to turn out, and I can't wait to see it down in Florida. Although my family and I have all discussed that we're probably going to wait a little bit of time to let everybody else get there first. Very similar to Pandora, because the lines were entirely too long and my kids are too little to wait in those kind of lines right now. So cute. Alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to just put him on, and I'm going to put him at an angle, kind of like he's leading with his belly a little bit, I guess, if that makes any sense. And then what I'm going to do is get out my black ink pen just like I did before, and this time I'm going to go ahead and freehand a couple of hearts and some little bubbles. And then I think at the bottom I'm going to do the BB-mine, so like Valentine's Day. Don't forget to sign the back of your cards, super important, so that people know that you made them. What a fun Valentine's Day card. I am so happy with all of the work that I put into this card. The process that I use to hand draw it is very similar to the way that I draw all of the stamps that we have on our Jessica Lynn Original website. I do have a full line on my store of different animals and our Brentwood Owl, who's our trademarked and copywritten character. And I hope that you'll visit our stamp store and be inspired to create cards, scrapbook, craft along with us. If you like what I'm doing here, I would love to have you subscribe to our channel. It means so much to me. We are shooting for 1,000 subscribers, and as soon as we get there, we're going to do some really fun stuff. I cannot wait to share it with you. But let's go ahead and take one more look at this card, all the pretty shadowing. Now I love it because I was able to show you the whole process for me from start to finish, and I had to speed a bunch of it up because it takes quite a bit of time. But thank you again for watching. I'm going to go ahead and pop up 2 more videos. If you want to subscribe and you're not already subscribing, there is a subscribe button below, or you can click on the little icon with Brentwood, which is our owl, and it'll have the subscribe button right there. Thank you again, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.